Hello, listeners. Here is one more very interesting poem from Mary Ann Hoberman, the American children's poet laureate. And it's one of my favorites. I'm sure you would also love to listen to that. Annie Oakley. This book contains many stories and legends of America during the 19th century. So here is Annie Oakley. Annie Oakley, what a shot! She could hit most any spot in a contest with a gun. Bet your birches, Annie won. When she was a little kid, she learned shooting. Annie did. Shot to keep her family fed. Had to do it, Annie said. Not long after, she went west. Showed them all she was the best. While some guys were pretty good, they couldn't shoot like Annie could. Once a fellow nearly died, but Annie bet him, though he tried. And then what happened? Can you guess? Yes, listeners, can you guess? He fell in love with Annie, yes. And Annie felt the very same. Frankie Butler was his name. So Frank and Annie tied the knot, but Annie was the better shot. Frank didn't mind, he loved her so. He helped her in the Wild West show. They toured in lands both near and far, and Annie Oakley was the star. From 90 feet, Frank tossed a dime. Annie shot it down each time. From 90 feet, she would even get the ash off his cigarette. And never did she ever miss. Can you imagine doing this? Sitting Bull was struck with awe, was amazed at what he saw, made her an adopted Sioux, named her Little Sure Shot too. In Germany, this is a fact, the Kaiser came to see her act. You know, Kaiser, the Emperor of Germany. In Germany, this is a fact, the Kaiser came to see her act, but when he asked her at the show to try the asterisk, she said no. Why? Why did she say no? Not in your mouth, she firmly said. Please hold it in your hand instead. Although she never missed a thing, imagine if she killed a king. Annie Oakley's fame has grown. Annie's name is widely known. So are her tales, both tall and true. You read to me, I read to you. You read to me, I'll read to you. Well, listeners, would you read to us? We'll be delighted. If we are not there, read to your friends. Okay?